Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. First and foremost, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Leave that donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Good, but not great anymore. Good, but not great anymore. Great anymore. That's how I feel about Benavidez fighting Morrell. I did a YouTube short back in the beginning of September where I said fans don't really care about this fight anymore, man. And then, some people now, because the fight's been announced, they're like, what are you drinking, OG? What? First, I don't even know what OG means, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to speak proper fucking English to me. I'm from the old school. Yeah, I don't understand this blue hat, OG, whatever the fuck slang y'all talking. Y'all got to speak proper goddamn, proper English to me. But anyway, man, I just don't think the fight's great, man. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when the ship sails. And what I mean by the ship sailing is where the that anticipation is gone. That suspense is gone. This fight happening here would be like goddamn Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fighting right now. Are we going to watch it? Yeah, we'll watch it. But is it a great fight? No, not really. Is it good to see it? Yeah. I'm telling you, this shit ain't nothing but Wilder and AJ. And you can say, well, hold your horses, Hood Champion, man. You're taking it to the stupid. No, you're taking it to the stupid, subscriber. We've seen David Benavidez, right? Let me tell you, when he was out here, man, slicing through people like a hot knife in butter, putting the beans on them, the Mexican-American, Ecuadorian-American beans on everybody, that was the time to make the fight. Because at that time, David Morrell was out here putting the Cuban beans on people, launching Cuban missiles with that right hand. But what's happened over the last few months? Guys aren't really that active. Both of them out here, man, pouting, poor posture, woe's me, I can't get the Canelo fight. All kind of shit going on. David Benavidez goes out here, man, gets in there with Gvozdyk, doesn't look that great. Everyone out here is now looking at David Benavidez as, hey, what happened? David Benavidez was out here about to cry at the damn post-fight press conference when he fought Gvozdyk. David Morrell, everybody was like, okay, well, let's see how he looks. Well, I think he fought on that Terrence Crawford undercard. Anyway, gets out there, man, looks horrible. Horrible. Now everybody's just sitting there looking at David Morrell saying, what the hell is this? Matter of fact, I think he got a gift decision out there. It's just my opinion. But nonetheless, to bring those two guys right now who were once at this level, as far as how they performed in the ring, and more importantly, how the fans viewed them, two colossals, two titans. Now they see them both as two guys that are in a division where guys are maybe too big for them, so they're looking to each other to make a fight. And I just don't. I tell you, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm glad. I want to see it. But if both of them are gonna come out looking how they did and their fights at 175, their debut fights at 175, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm not. I don't know what we're gonna get. I'm being honest. So that's why I said in the video I did yesterday, we gotta sit back and see what these fighters, what are they gonna do during training camp. See, people don't think about this shit. I don't have a channel with 300,000 subscribers, 400,000. I don't even have 50,000. But the shit I be talking about on here is real shit, man. And I'm telling y'all, I have a feeling that these guys are going to, invest in something or someone. Because when you come from having a lackluster performance, you can't, especially these two guys, they're supposed to be the next two of the few next big things in boxing. There's only a concentric few that have been named as, hey, these guys. serious potential. David Benavidez, everybody feels that he's the man to beat at 168. Canelo put the duck sauce on the carne asada. David Morrell, people feel the same way about him. Although he has not that many fights, they feel that this guy's a problem. They don't want to fight him. But you watch and see, because what they're going to do during training camp is going to be something to make them look great again. Like, this is what it is. This is make boxing great again. This is a little bit of goddamn Donald Trump. I already got the red and white hat and shit. They need to get them some red and white hats. Make themselves great again. Because I'm telling you right now, I just think their confidence isn't there. What would make a man sit there, man, and want to cry? You know what I'm saying? And for those who are saying, well, you wouldn't know because you never laced them up. Hey, yo, McNicholas, easy. Hold your horses. Stop taking it to the fucking stupid. I have an idea, and I'll leave it as that. But all that crying in the ring shit, because Morrell and Benavidez, I just think outside of each other, they're going to catch their ass at 175. That's just how I see it. Could you imagine Yardy, who's back active now, getting in that ring with Benavidez and Morrell? Where's my shit right here? Anthony Yardy. If they put them in there with Yardy, how do you think that fight would go? Okay? Let's just be real now. How do you think that fight would go? Who else they got up there? What's going to fight Jesse Hart? John Pascal is back in the mix. How do you think that would go? Pascal can fight. He's older, but how do you think that fight would go? Caleb Smith just went and fought Benavidez. Hung in there a lot longer than what some people thought. How do you think that fight would go? Like, we got to put things in perspective here. Lyndon Arthur, man. You know, you got other fighters out here at 175. But we got to be very honest with what we're talking about. How long will David Benavidez and David Morrell, how long will they last at 175 pounds? We understand the position they're in where they both have titles at 175. David Benavidez is the WBC interim. David Morrell is the WBA World Light Heavyweight champion. Now, understand, David Morrell is the WBA World Light Heavyweight champion. Dimitri Bivol is the WBA Super World Lightweight champion. And for the WBC, Arthur Beterbiev is the WBC World Lightweight champion. So I just want to make sure we keep that clear. Those guys are secondary to Beterbiev and Bivol. But when you look at those names at 175, matter of fact, I'll just show you. Make this a little bit smaller for you. Let's just be real for a second here, man. This is what we're talking about. Now, you see they got Benavidez ranked number 3. They have Morrell ranked number 10. Let me just be fair here. That's just because they went up there and, picked up a little piece of hardware that really doesn't mean shit. But Morrell and Benavidez, I'm telling you, in my opinion, they don't beat Hutchinson. Gvozdyk, again, Benavidez, lucky that shit didn't have another round. Caleb Smith, Ramirez, Yardy, Boatsi, Bivol, and Beterbiev. I don't think Morrell or Benavidez beats. They lucky. That fight with Gvozdyk, if that shit had one more round. But I just don't think they beat any of those guys, man. Excluding Gvozdyk, because, again, Gvozdyk just needed one more round. But I don't think they can do it. I do. I think Yardy's just too athletic, too fast, too powerful. And I don't think they're going to be able to put a dent in him. But Boatsi can scrap. And these other guys, man, are all right as well. But that damn Bivol and Beterbiev, that's a whole nother level, man. So, hey, just my opinion. But when you really think about it, the talks about David Benavidez and David Morrell, that shit had flared up a few years ago. That shit died down. It died down. Now people are talking about it now because the fight was announced, but look at how the fight got made. Benavidez wasn't even going to fight Morrell. He was going to fight Jesse Hart. But Morrell didn't really have nowhere to go. Because I am sure, this is what I think, I am sure they took a look at David Morrell and they said, you know what, these guys at 175 are a problem for him based on his past performance. And I'm sure the same thing with David Benavidez. Look, you guys are out here acting like these guys and their teams aren't talking. If they were looking for the biggest challenge, right? Well, it depends on who's available. But Morrell ain't the biggest challenge. But Morrell may be the... Matter of fact, I put it to this way. This is how I see it for Benavidez. I think Morrell is the easiest challenge at 175. So it's a fight for him to stay busy with a good name, and is going to help him build momentum because he's supposed to get the winner of Benavidez Bivol. I can't see them not rematching, but at least even if they do rematch, at least Benavidez gets to be active, fights Morrell, and then after that he may have to fight another in-between fight before he gets the opportunity to fight the winner of the rematch of Bivol and Benavidez. But when you look at what's out there, I don't know who Benavidez is going to fight. Maybe you got to go back and look at Jesse Hart again. But I just don't know who he's going to fight. Matter of fact, when you look at Benavidez, because he's at WBC, right? Let's see something here. He already fought Gvozdyk. He got Ramirez, Caleb Smith, who lost to Benavidez, Yardy. So right there, you can see David Benavidez, if he's, limited to fighting WBC ranked fighters, he's going to have to fight Ramirez, Caleb Smith, or Yardy after Morrell, if in fact Benavidez and Bivol rematch. So just those three fighters are hard fights for goddamn David Benavidez, man. Now I think he's going to get Morrell, I really do, but I really think I think that's how they looked at it. That's just my opinion. I think they said, we need to get a fight that we can win with a big name. And when you look at these other fights out here, shit's based on their previous performances, it's too much of a risk. Anyway, I'm gonna watch it, no doubt about that. But I'm not all excited about the announcement. I'm more excited about Jamal Charlo returning to the ring. I don't know who he's fighting, but he's returning to the ring. So on the Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach undercard. Like that, I'm excited about. I want to see, because I think Jamal, his jab alone, I think Jamal can continue to be undefeated just off his jab. His jab is crazy. But anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Hey, man, obviously this fight still has a little bit of pulse, but I just don't think it's all that. That's just me. I don't think so. But we'll see in the breeze.